You probably clicked on this video because of the title and you want to know how to travel to Egypt on a budget. My name is SKYYTHEGOD. If you're new, welcome. If you're a subscriber and you've been holding on, you listen. You're a real one. If you haven't already, subscribe. And you know, anytime we get to the point of video you like something, you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. I'm going to keep it real short. I'm going to go fast because as you can see, I'm a little lit. Before you get to Egypt, you're going to want to download these 3 apps. So the first one's going to be Vider. Vider is where you're going to book your excursions and things like that. But before you even land, you're going to use a Vider. Make sure you book yourself your round trip shuttle service to and from your hotels. It cost me about $24 US. And you book it online, you put in your information, they text you from a WhatsApp number. That will be your driver. He is the one assigned to you, so you're going to keep in touch. You're going to tell him what time you land. Just keep him updated throughout as soon as you get service. Agoda is the second app you're going to want to download, and that's where you can book hotels. If you want to stay at different hotels, you want to travel throughout your stay, you want to travel to a different location, you can use Agoda to book a hotel. I'm traveling out of New York City. From New York City to Egypt is about a 10.5-hour flight. I took the bargain route and I took a layover because I really like to, you know, learn about different other cities. If COVID permits and you have the qualifications to tour around, you're good. You're good to go. Layovers are about 6 to 8 hours. It depends. Like, for example, my layover was in Paris. A direct flight will cost you about, from New York City, JFK, to Cairo, Egypt, about $1,100 US. We went during the month of June, so prices may vary throughout the year. My flight personally from New York City, JFK to Cairo with my layover in Paris, going there and coming back, my layover was in Paris, was about $668. When you get to Egypt, you have to get a visa. Now the visas are going to be right in front of customs. The visa is going to be sold at the banks, and they're going to be about, if I'm not mistaken, $20 US. So make sure you bring cash so you don't waste time having to go to the ATM. I'm not sure what's the maximum numbers of days you can stay. I just know I stood for a week and I had to get a visa. After that, you're gonna go through customs, they're gonna stamp your visa, you're gonna fill out a form. The form is really quick. If they don't give it to you on the plane, they'll give it to you there. After that, you collect your bag. They took forever to come out. Your bags are gonna take about an hour to receive. When I travel, I do just bring a carry-on for that same reason. I don't wanna waste time waiting for my bag to drop from baggage claim. So keep that in mind when scheduling your transportation to and from your hotel. Now, service. If you don't have an international cell phone plan, I got you. Before you go outside, there's gonna be more banks to exchange money, an ATM if you need to take out money, and different cell phone companies are gonna have desks set up, and they're gonna obviously ask you if you want cell phone service. Now, I spent about roughly, I believe, $30 for my SIM card and my cell phone plan. I did not even use all of it. I had service everywhere. I honestly suggest that you just pay for a SIM card and buy a plan out there, then use your international plan. But hey, this is a on a budget video. I used Agoda and Expedia to book my hotels. I did stay in 4 stars and up just because, you know, personal reasons, safety-ish reasons, you know. So for our first hotel, we ended up staying at the Al Masa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I am. But at the Al Masa Hotel, I'll insert pictures of it. It is beautiful. Definitely worth the money. On average, I spent anywhere from $40 to $80 because I did stay at 2 different hotels, a couple different, I wouldn't say packages, but like add-ons. So for example, at one hotel I had breakfast, at the other one I didn't. So expect to spend anywhere from $40 to $80 US for a 4-star and up hotel. Honestly, Fenty, sponsor me. Just saying. Your girl could use that. For the first night, we booked tickets to go see the light show at the pyramids. We didn't go sit directly at the pyramids, although there are packages where they allow you to just sit there, but we didn't really want to sit in front of the pyramids because remember, it's in a desert. We booked a ride, restaurant, view, pyramid show, which was basically everything I just said. So our ticket included transportation. All of our cars came air conditioned. They were in good condition. There were no complaints with the transportation. The pyramid show, which was then hosted on a rooftop, like cafe type of situation. You know, they had shisha, which is, a lot of people know it as hookah. So this is the rooftop view that we ended up getting on top of the restaurant cafe. I also know that there's like some fast food in the area that have rooftop seating, so that's another cheaper alternative. But our tickets only cost us about $40 US. We booked on Vider, and then we ended up spending like $12 because we wanted other things we saw on the menu that weren't included in our packages. But even as an add-on, it was pretty cheap. So in total, we spent about $52 each. On the second night, we actually took the pyramid day trip, and our package included taking pictures in front of the pyramid, walking on top of the pyramids a bit. It's truly breathtaking. Like, there's literally nothing else in the world that I've seen. I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. You just literally have to go and see it for yourself. This is why I'm giving you a budget trips, so I'm encouraging people to go. So we did pyramids, ATVs, camel riding, and I think this was the only excursion that didn't include lunch because it was a day trip. For our pyramid package, we paid I believe it was $100. Yeah, bring water. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If you want me to do an in-depth what to bring, the pros and cons of Egypt, give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. On the third day, we actually decided we were gonna rest during the day, explore the hotel. Our hotel was huge. You needed a golf cart to get around, so you could only imagine. So during the day, we were just chilling in the hotel, you know, catching up on some rest. That night, we actually did a Nile River dinner cruise, and that cost us about $40. Again, transportation included. You also get a belly dancing show, and there's a photographer on deck taking pictures. On the fourth night, we actually decided to fly to Luxor. King Tut's tomb was found there, as you all may know, very famous pharaoh. His personal belongings are not there anymore. So if you're interested in that type of thing, it's actually in the Cairo Museum. There's also the option to take a cruise, but the cruises were about 2 to 3 days, I believe. And we just didn't have the time. We booked our flight through Google Flight because since we were on such short notice and we wanted like the next available flight. Our flight was about 7 a.m. and we flew back to Cairo from Luxor at about 7 p.m., 6 p.m., around that time. We ended up paying $100. That's including tax. So we actually asked one of our tour guides if they had any tour guides in Luxor, and they actually said yes, they do. And that excursion cost us $120. It is on the pricier side again, but we were there for like about almost 10 hours. So that's literally somebody's whole work day. And then the next day, we kept the same tour guide. We asked him if he had any more must-dos while we're out there. And he said, yeah, check out Alexandria, the second largest city in Egypt, besides second to Cairo. One of the largest ports to the Mediterranean coast is actually in Alexandria, Egypt. So I suggest, if you're really there to experience their history and all that, I suggest you take the trip to Alexandria. I think we paid about $80 for our ticket. We did have lunch at a restaurant on the beach, which was really nice. Final night, we just decided to chill out at our second destination. which had a plaza to our advantage, literally outside the hotel with like a strip full of restaurants. So we just decided to go out to eat, relax. It was our last night there. I had a flight to catch in the morning. With meals outside of our excursion packages, we did end up spending about roughly around $20. So keep that in mind. Let's add this all up. Let's see what our grand total is. So again, we were on a budget, but we were on the more lenient side with our wallets. If you're flying from New York, straight there, no layover, puts you at about a total of $1,600 US round trip to and from New York to Egypt, 6 days worth of excursions, and 7 days worth of hotel stay and accommodations, including room service, restaurant visits. The only thing that total doesn't include are souvenirs. But anyways, if you guys want a video on my experience on how Egypt truly was, like from my point of view, just leave a comment down below, because that would be a good video. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope this helps. I hope you guys found this video to be informative. Make sure to follow me on all social networks at SKYYTHEGOD,